Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Argentine Asado. This is the ultimate Argentine grilling experience. My name is Jason, and today we are going to be grilling some awesome cuts, and we'll also be doing some vegetables as always. And I hope to share with you the grilling experience, how I prepare the meat, how I prepare the vegetables, and really what is the full Argentine experience. So stay tuned, and we have a few different things we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing some eggplant, which is also known as aubergine. We're going to be grilling some rib-eye steak, and we're also going to be grilling some pepper with fresh cheese, egg, and also with a twist of fresh rosemary. And this rosemary is from the garden, so I'm going to be sharing that with you after. And I hope you enjoy this experience. If you haven't, like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks. Okay guys, so as always, before we start, we get the fire going. Every good Argentine asado starts with a good fire. So as you can see, I've got my kindling and my wood. This wood is super dry. It's actually a really wet day today. It's super damp, but the wood is dry. I got it out of the pack yesterday, so it wasn't in the rain. And I'm going to be lighting the fire. And once I've got the fire going, then the coals are going to drop under this grill, which is like a bigger grill, and then we're going to move that under the main grill. So we're going to start the fire, and while we prepare the fire, and while the fire is cooking, or no, while the fire is flaming, once the fire gets going, I'm going to then start preparing the meat and the vegetables, and it's going to be a hell of a good time. Okay guys, so today we have some awesome content to bring to you. So we have fresh aubergine, pepper, red pepper, onion, lemon, fresh rosemary from the garden. Look at this, guys, it's absolutely gorgeous. We've also got our garlic, pepper, salt, oil, and this is our fresh cheese. And here we have the most important part, which is our rib-eye steak. This is absolutely incredible. Look at the color on this. You can see it's like a deep red. It hasn't yet, once you've left this out for a day, if you leave this out for a day, you'll notice it actually turns like more of a darker red and towards a gray. This has just been cut. Like I literally cut this like 2 hours ago. I'm actually gonna prepare this. First, I'm gonna cut away some of this excess fat, which I don't like, which is most likely why, if you ever get flames shooting up from the grill, it's because you've left too much fat on. And then we're gonna prepare it with salt, pepper, and rosemary, and then we're gonna put it on the grill. Okay guys, so we're just about to start the fire, and I just want to say a very small note. When you're ordering your ribeye, make sure to cut it. Obviously, this is again personal preference, but I get it like an inch thick each steak, and preferably make sure that you get it with the piece of fat in the middle. And then you can cut that out, or you can leave that in, but it's also going to help hold the meat together, because ribeye steak is so tender, it often falls apart, like literally falls apart on the grill. So if you actually leave that little bit of fat in the middle in there, it's actually gonna help hold the meat together. So this is what I'm talking about. So this little piece, this little man here, this actually holds the meat together. So if you actually cut that out, you might have to obviously sacrifice this little sweet bit here, and it also will make this piece a lot looser. So I always keep this, and I will cut away things like that, and I'll keep that. But I'll cut more of the pieces on the outside and not the pieces in the middle. In Argentina, we call this Ojo de Bife, and this is your ribeye steak if you're in the US or in England or Europe. Guys, so getting the heat right for your ribeye is gonna be really important. So what you wanna make sure is that you're bringing the coals from under the fire here, you're moving across to the grill, and a good way to measure how hot you want the grill to be is hold your hand over the grill for no more than 10 seconds. When you're cooking ribeye steak, you're around 25 or 30% hotter than any other cut. The reason being is that you're only gonna have around 10 minutes on each side of the meat. So you wanna keep it as pretty stoked, pretty hot, and hold your hand over it for around 10 seconds, and then obviously turn the meat over once we've done 8 to 10 minutes on one side, and we're going to flip it over to 8 to 10 minutes on the other. Okay guys, so what we're gonna do today for veggies is we are going to grill some pepper. As always, we love doing this. So this pepper is gonna go first. We're gonna put it front down on the grill. And we're gonna put it a little bit before the meat because it takes about 15 minutes on each side. And we've only got like 8 minutes on each side of these ribeye steaks. So we're gonna put these down first. And also we've got this sliced fresh aubergine, which is absolutely incredible. We're gonna do this with pepper and with fresh cheese and a little bit of rosemary. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. And you can also salt the veggies. I personally don't salt vegetables before putting them on the barbecue, but that again is personal preference. And here I've already prepared this fresh garlic, which we are gonna do an amazing little sauce here using my grinder. As you can see, this is a marble grinder. You can put this, and then you actually can grind the actual garlic. Okay guys, so the pepper and the fresh aubergine is already on the grill. Again, the heat, more or less, I can hold my hand over here for around 8 to 10 seconds. And I've put some fresh rosemary. It's gonna be absolutely incredible. And we're gonna leave these for around 10 to 15 minutes, and then we're gonna turn them over. We're gonna put cheese, fresh cheese on these, and we're also gonna put fresh cheese in the grilled garlic with an egg. So here I am actually turning these over. As you can see, these are all nicely grilled. Nothing like barbecue or asado grilled veggies. Just the taste is just, I don't know, it's just the best. Okay. Now the trick here is actually to try and not disrupt too much the pepper, because when you come to put your egg in, if the pepper is disrupted, then the egg and the cheese are obviously going to go through. Okay guys, so we've put the fresh cheese and egg inside the pepper, and we have put a twist of rosemary and ground black pepper. And then here we have our grilled aubergine that also has fresh cheese and rosemary and pepper. Now, for the most exciting bit, we're going to take our beautiful ribeye steak and we are going to put it on the grill. And that sound is the sound of music.
With the sound of music.
Okay guys, so the ribeye steak has now been on for around 8 minutes at a pretty good heat. You can see the coals there underneath, and you've got some smoke coming through. That's a good sign. That's the fat dripping down, hitting the coals. Now we are going to turn these over in around 2 minutes. As you can see, some juice coming through onto the surface. That is the right time to turn the meat. As you can see there, those pores, they're starting to fill up with juice, and that is a great time to turn the meat. Okay guys, we are now turning the ribeye steak, and as you can see, it's got this beautiful gold color, and that color is because of the sunflower oil we put on at the beginning. We let it sink in a bit, and obviously not putting the salt on when you're grilling. Make sure you salt it before. Again, it's personal preference, but I get on better when I do it that way. And as you can see, we've got a bit of smoke coming through, and yeah, in 7 to 8 minutes it will be ready for us to enjoy. Okay guys, so it's been around 8 to 10 minutes on the second side, and the juice is coming through, as you can see. So that's a good sign, and we're going to now take it off. And this is going to be, I believe, medium. It's good. As you can see, I've still got some rosemary, some fresh rosemary on this side, and I actually didn't put any on this side in there, so let's go. As you can see, this is pretty much medium done, I'd say. It's definitely okay. And we have a special sauce for today, which is called chimichurri in Spanish, which we generally put it over the meat like this. Here in Argentina, we don't actually put a lot of sauce on the meat while it's cooking, but once it's cooked, we have these different sauces which we actually put on after. This is red pepper, green pepper, garlic, onion, oil, which is obviously sunflower oil, and lemon. Okay, let's try it. Super good. It's definitely well done. I should have probably taken off a minute or two before. Would have been a little bit more rare, but it's good. Okay guys, so you can see here the aubergine that's been grilled with the fresh cheese and the rosemary, and then here we have a pepper. This red pepper has an egg and cheese and rosemary, so this is a really enjoyable feast. Okay guys, so we've had our ribeye steak, and okay, I'm gonna give it like a point. I'm gonna give it like a score out of 10. I am gonna give it a 9. And why I gave it a 9 was I probably should have like dropped off on the second half, maybe to like 5 minutes or 4 minutes on that second side. And the meat was really tasty, like super tasty. But for me, I prefer it a little bit more medium than done, right? So that's probably my scoring. And I'm now gonna ask one of my best buddies what he thinks.
So yeah, as Jason said, I reckon it was a 9 just for my personal liking. I like it to be a bit more red, a bit redder. But it was really good, really nice, and golden on the top, and this sauce is just tops it off. Had a good salad to go along with it too.